Hello traders, John at StockBookie.com. Today we're looking at Twitter, Google, Baba, and BIDU. We follow the daily, weekly, monthly time frames. We use technical analysis here at StockBookie.com. If you like these videos, go to my website, they're free, or click down here in the right hand bottom corner and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Traders, looking for a new broker? Check out venomtrading.com/promo/StockBookie. Alright guys, Twitter, daily chart. 23 million on the day, 3.53% green, or $1.59 up on the day. We're coming off a nice bullish pattern here, guys. Nice. I mean, this is up, sideways, into the 20, what I always talk about. Now it's starting to roll. It's got to get above this 47.79 area and confirm before we get to the $50 even number resistance. This is going to be natural resistance at $50, guys. So if this pattern does play out, look for some resistance there. Look for some resistance at 48.79, and then there's a couple more areas looking up, but we'll show you on the bigger time frame. So at this point, guys, if you are long Twitter, just keep holding. If we start slipping below here and get below the 42 area or so, you know, it's this area in here has to hold, especially the 50% retrace right around the 44.45 area. If this starts to slip, we'll be starting to fill gaps, guys, and there's a lot of gaps to be filled after this massive run from 26 bucks. I mean, even if you go back further, remember down in here is, oh, Twitter, this thing's going low, you don't want to be involved, and then we get a little bit of launch, get a little pullback, and then it starts to run again, pull back, run again, and now everyone, you gotta buy Twitter, It went from 14 to 46. So you already missed it. So now it's the point, goes up, it's time to short this thing. So hats off to the bulls again, getting the turds to run. This was a turd for, what is it, 2016 to 2000, for about a year or so. Don't buy Twitter. Oh my gosh, it's the worst stock ever. And now it's time to buy Twitter, you know, after a 200% move. So me, on the other hand, I'm looking at this area here, 51, and then 55.83. This is going to be huge resistance up here, as well as the 50 even number. So this is where a lot of people got stuck chasing it. They got slapped, they chased it again, got slapped again. So a lot of these people who bought up here were bag holders. They're going to become sellers up in this area, so that could possibly drive down price. Again, going into earnings, 50-50 shot. This thing could just shoot up right through this area, or this thing can drop like a rock. It is extended on the weekly though from the 20 MA. My target on the weekly chart would be right here around 35.22 if it does come in. You know, you do have some support around 36.79 as well, and then the 37.17 area. But you know, with a move like this straight up, very unhealthy. I mean, like this, straight up, straight down, straight up. I think the next move is going to be straight down. If this pops up on earnings, then I would expect this thing to possibly fade up into this area. So watch this one, and gosh, it's look at even from the 50 MA stretch, and that's at 26 bucks. So watch for that. But hey, hats off to the bulls. If you're in this thing from 13, 14, 15 bucks, take some profits. Don't be a pig. Say thank you very much. We'll see you again. If it drops, buy the dip. That's what people do these days. So monthly chart, monthly chart, a little bit stretched. I mean, look at this move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, about 12 months up, about a year straight up into the 50% retrace. Let's see what it does on the monthly. You got a lot of breakdown areas here, a lot of resistance up in this area. Let's see what it gives us into earnings, guys. 50-50 shot. Just like the casino. If you're going to go in positions in these and play earnings, guys, small positions. Don't get all crazy. Daily chart, we had 10, what do we have? 1 million traded on the day on Google, 1.21% green, $13.79 up on the day. So here we are again, just like every other thing, channeling to the top, to the bottom, to the top, to the bottom. Then a little bit of retrace, back to the bottom, a little bit of retrace, back down, straight back up, double top. Pierces it. Everybody got excited here, and then they slapped them in the face. Short-term fibs. Short-term on this one, we take a fib from here and bring it to the high. We have a 5-0 retrace right here, and this is where it's breaking down. So this thing's got to giddy up here. We got a couple, we got a gap fill here, and we have some high pivots in here with a topping tail. We talked about this topping tail. and it damn well played out, guys. Look at that, nice little pullback from here. Almost almost $100 pullback. We get the bounce, and again going into earnings. So this one can fly, this one can drop. We are down sideways in this lower channel down in here. Can't right around the 50% retrace. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 days sideways here. It almost looks like it wants to start taking off. It's going to depend on the overall markets. If the SPY and the Qs and the IWM are up next week, this should follow. If we have weak indexes, this should click and this should start going lower. 1106 will be your key area, as well as gap fill down here right around the 1100 number. Actually, that's your key area right there. 1100. If you can hold 1100, it should be okay. If this area starts to crack, we're going to go to 1072, and then we're going to start, retesting this $1,000 area. That's in my opinion. Good earnings, we pop. We'll be looking for fades on these stocks. Let's go to the weekly chart on Google. Google, look at that, great retrace. Look at this, inside bars, retraces to the top of these bars, never stays above this one, comes right back in, holding out. I need to see more, guys. I need to see next week. And again, going into earnings, guys, 50-50. Yeah, it could pop, it could drop, and then we'll play those. If it drops, then we'll look for areas of support. If it pops, we'll look for double top, and then maybe 1225, 1250, 1275, the quarter numbers for more resistance on Google L. But right now, still above the MA, still in a strong stance. Let's see what it gives us going into earnings, guys. Volume was okay, nothing special. We had the day off on 4th of July, so watch for that. All right, let's go into BABA. BABA. So BABA, a little bit weaker, came off the double top, same thing. Boom, we get the nice retrace back into the highs. Actually, this one closed above on the weekly, never got follow through, came right back in. Nice follow through on this one. We get the bounce off the 618 and the 50 MA. Gets back above the 20, the 50, and I don't even know if we have the 200 on this one. Nope, no 200 on that one, and holding strong with the with support down in here. So daily chart. We had what do we have on this one? We had 17 million on the day, 2.88% green, $5.39. It was a great push up, guys, with the market. What happened on Friday, guys? Everything caught a bid. This caught a bid as well. This was hanging on for dear life at the 200. Looking weak, guys. Back below the 200, above, below, above. They had to push it up to save the day. Here's where we're at. Still below the 20 and the 50. And this 20 keeps curling down. This one keeps going sideways. That could send this one lower. Remember, down, sideways in this lower channel too. I'm going to take this off here. Actually, before we do that, look what we hit on here, 618 retrace. So we came down to the 618 and the 200 MA. We haven't touched it since May down in here. This is where we catch the bid. But, markets were chopping. Markets catch a bid on Friday. Everything pretty much goes up with the markets. But we're still chopping around this lower range. I want to stick a Fibonacci in this one too from this side, from that low. I just want to see where we're into next. Yeah, 382, so we're still in the lower range down in here, still below the MAs, the 20 and the 50, above the 200, a little bit stronger stance, but let's see if this one will slowly push this down, and let's see what happens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days sideways. Let's see what the market gives us on tomorrow, on Monday and Tuesday. Weekly chart, holding the 50, we already talked about this one, holding this area again, here we are, boom, 1, boom, 2, boom, in this big channel. Do we go up in this channel? It's up and sideways, slightly bullish, or do we start chopping around down here for the next wave down? Again, I can't say this enough. Earnings season coming up. Anything is possible. This thing catches a huge bid. Next thing you know, it's above 212 and flying. So watch for this. Watch for the gap fills, gap window. Let bulls, you got to get above the MAs, get above the 618, and then possible higher prices. Bears, if this stays down in this lower range, 20 MA curls in the price, then that could possibly send this one lower. You got a couple gaps to fill down here, just like you got a couple gaps to come, fill up here. So see what happens, guys. We got earnings coming up. I got to look at which ones are coming up first. You got the Googles, the Apples, the big ones, and should give us some direction in these markets, possibly. If we get a mixed bag of tricks, who knows what's going to happen with these. But BABA, guys, not bad. Let's look at the monthly real quick here. Monthly, you know, just still a high flyer. Look at this thing, still stretched. 157 would be my price target. You know, if we crack 164, this thing's just chopping at this point, guys. So let's give it some time. Let's give it till the next week. See how the tariffs go with China this week, and who knows? Maybe we get a huge down day on Monday, just like we had that huge up day on Friday. A little more shake and bake. Why not, guys? It makes the markets a little more interesting, and then CNBC can you know, tell you one day, oh, markets rally, next day, doom and gloom, markets in turmoil. It's pretty crazy stuff, guys. But right now, catching a bid, as long as it's holding this 181 area, 180 area, this one should be all right. So let's see if we chop, and we just need more on the charts to see where this thing can possibly go. All right, let's go to BIDU. So BIDU, same thing. We got the nice pop here. And then we get the drop right here. I don't know if there was news or earnings or whatever, but if you look at BIDU, there's your big trend line right there, guys. Look at that. Here's your channel too. Boom, boom, goes down, tries to retrace, goes back down. Look at these moves in these stocks, guys. You're looking at 207 to 265, again 269, 270, 214. Look at these runs, guys. Great trading vehicles. As long as we don't get past this high, you can short it. As long as you don't get past this low, go long. But right now we're in the lower range again in this big channel, so you got to watch for that. And we're still below the 20 and the 50. Still have some gaps to fill going up. But right now looking a little bit weak, being down sideways. You know, we're stuck in this inside this bar. They tried getting above it. Came right back in. I think the weekly will show this a little bit better. And now we're trying to get above this big red bar, trying to chop around, getting above the 50 MA. Not telling us too much other than the lower range. Let's see if we go up into earnings, or let's see if we continue sideways and see what happens. Now remember, we had a big bid on Friday. What happened here? We went up $7.70, 3.15% green on 3 million, or almost 4 million shares traded. So let's go to the weekly. I wanted to see, yeah, gosh, look at this action. So we got the inside bar, great bearish pattern. They try to retrace it, never makes it above that bar, comes right back in. It's holding the 215. The 215 area is going to be key too, as well as the 200 down here at the 200 MA, if it makes it down there. I'm going to take this Fibonacci out though. All right, as long as it makes it, you know, if it makes it down there, that's my next big area right in there. And you got almost a gap fill right around the 192.87, so watch for that. But right now we're holding the bottom range. Let's pull this one a little further. We're holding the 50, and we got above the 20 now, so it's back in a bullish stance, but we're down sideways here, and we're inside these big bars. This bar, these bars, this bar, it just can't get above these areas, and every time it seems to get it going, this one here is, oh, here goes BIDU. You know how many people they got on this one, and then they reversed it and slapped them. Then they reverse it again. Everyone gets excited again, hops on board. Couldn't get above this old high at 275. Right back down. So do we go another short retrace? This is your big area, guys. If you're long BIDU, keep holding. If this area cracks, we start getting, you know, past below the 231, 225. Then you better tighten the stops, because here we're coming to the 200 MA and possibly the 192 area too on this one. So again, up and down action. Look at this. There's really no rhyme or reason other than the channel. Just hold tight, bottom of the channel. Let's see if we go back up. If we go back up, I might even think about putting on some puts, or possibly shorting some calls down in here, so, or up in here. So we'll see what happens. Let's see what the volume is though. Yeah, volume was okay on this one. Look how it disappeared, so we just started chopping. So let's give it more time, guys. Let's see what it gives us on the weekly chart. Next Friday's close. Right now, just chopping up and down in the lower range. Let's see if we make a move to go up. If we get up, then we'll be looking for something up in here for a possible put trade, or shorting calls, one or the other. So, all right, guys, that's it for these four. Just be steady, you know, slow and steady in these markets. Going into earnings season, make sure your positions are small, ones you can withstand, and ones that are less emotion. You go all in, and it goes against you. The emotions take over, and that's when you make stupid moves, guys. put them small. If you do half positions right here, 5% of your total portfolio in shares only, you're not going to get your butt handed to you if this thing goes up or if this thing goes down, depending if you're going long or short. So remember, small positions, it's a marathon, not a sprint. Let's get through these earnings. Let's see what's going to happen in the next couple of weeks. And then hopefully we get some direction in these markets, because right now it's 500 up, 300 down, 300 up, 400 down, 500 up. It's just up and down action. It's great for trading, but sometimes you just got to take a breather and just let this thing settle down. So again, guys, thanks for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe down here in the right hand corner. Don't forget to go to my website and sign up for a free membership. There is a paid membership. It's only 30 bucks a month. We go over more of the indexes on there, and I have a bunch of trades out there, and we do a lot of intraday stuff as well. Trying to make money every day, guys, in these markets. That's what we do at StockBookie.com. Again, thanks for stopping by. God bless. See you on the charts.